Hey guys, Simon here, and we are going to play Broken Sword 2, The Smoking Mirror, the second game in the trilogy. And yeah, I guess we just go straight into it. And unfortunately, the cutscenes might be a bit loud.
This must be the place. Professor Ubier's house.
Looks pretty creepy. I'd been away from Paris and hadn't seen Nico for nearly 6 months. Celebrate our reunion. But she had other plans. An appointment with an archaeologist. Something to do with a Mayan stone she came across while researching a story. The guy who answered the door didn't look much like an archaeologist to me. I had a bad feeling about this.
I'm not really into bondage. Okay, that was interesting. That was probably quite loud. I like the way they use the spider and the fire, as if one isn't enough. If I don't move... Oh no, this is still not my control. The spiders that big usually aren't poisonous, but there's that red thing on its back. I think that's like a black widow, possibly. Anyways, that's interesting, so I guess we're going to South America this time. In the last game we were mostly in Europe, dealing with Templars. So, what are we doing? We can click on that. Actually, no, we can click on... Oh, there's the word up in the top there. You can see that spider, drawer. I don't think we had that in the last game. Dart, bag... What to do? Spider. Well, I don't want to kill it though. Kick it. Nope, you fail. Bookcase?
I glanced over the books, vaguely hoping to find a copy of How to Deal with Poisonous Spiders While Tied to a Chair. No such luck. But I noticed one corner of the bookcase was supported by a loose block of wood.
You're going to use the whole bookcase on one spider.
Maybe I'd been a little heavy-handed, but it was a question of survival. Of course, I was still tied to a chair in a burning house with no means of escape.
That's not a problem. I mean, well, maybe it's a problem. Ooh, spider.
I wasn't touching that spider goo.
Why not? Well, maybe you can clean it up with a tissue or something. And then that will be fun for the whole game. So yeah, the second game was the lowest rated out of the 3 games. There's a trilogy of games.
With one mighty bound, our hero was free. Now, I had to deal with that fire.
So I'm hoping this will turn out okay.
The rope was shredded and no possible use to me.
How do you know that? Everything's useful. You should pick up everything.
I wasn't touching that spider goo. The projecting bracket had served its purpose. There was nothing else I could do with it.
Why was there a bracket behind the book? I don't know.
The bookcase had fallen on its front, making it impossible to reach the books inside.
Right.
I had no time to sit around.
Writing bureau, drawer, photograph. The house is on fire. I'm just slowly looking around.
Nice couple.
She looks really pale. What do you mean? Don't do
The
that.
photograph wasn't any use to me.
Wow, the game didn't even wait for you to click forward.
In the drawer was a small decorated pot.
Sure, let's steal things. We do that in games. First thing first, loot things. Oh, wait. Nico was kidnapped.
Inside, I found a bottle of tequila.
Nice.
Normally, I didn't drink strong spirits, but today was far from normal.
You...
Disgusting. Not only did the tequila burn like hell, I just managed to stop myself from swallowing the worm.
Did you seriously just drink it? I thought you were going to just pick it up.
There was something short, fleshy, and gross on the carpet.
Well, pick it up.
It was the worm from the bottle of tequila.
And just put it in your pocket. Great.
I'd drunk enough of that.
Why did you drink it? Just pick it up, dumbass. Anyway. What else was over here? The chair.
I had no time to sit around.
Okay, I guess not the chair. Look at that. The skulls. I mean, the house is not as pretty as the stuff in Paris. Let's pick up the tart. It's still good though. I mean, look at the artwork. It's pretty well
That
drawn.
dart was sharper than a mosquito's business end. But this didn't deter me from getting it anyway.
Put it in your pocket. Great. That's Nico's bag.
It was a stylish little canvas number containing a lipstick, a handwritten note, and a pair of nylon panties with a large love heart emblazoned across the front. It occurred to me that Nico's tastes must have really changed while I was away.
Her
Well, They
hairstyle
could be
changed.
useful.
Wait, are you serious? You took the panties and put the bag back down?
I'd already ransacked Nico's handbag, and besides which, the color didn't suit me.
Insane. Look at the worm. It's got an angry face at the front. Can you see that? It's pretty low resolution. Maybe you can't see it in the video. Note? Wait, can I read the note?
I guess I had no business reading the note, but I figured it might give me a clue to what Nico was involved in. It was from Andre Labanau, the history student Nico had known at college. The letter was sentimental mush, and revealed that the exotic lingerie, as he called it, was a gift from him. It gave his telephone number. Labanau figured himself as a rival for Nico's affections, but I couldn't believe that that creep was in the running.
Funny. So that's from Lebanon. That's pretty funny. Well, we got his number so we can call him for help, I guess.
It was a pair of red, lace-trimmed panties decorated with a large black satin heart.
Put it on. No? Okay. There's bars on the windows. That
I
sucks.
wasn't going to get through those sturdy bars.
What's this?
The pot contained a key.
Wow, really?
It looked like a house key. It was Nico's lipstick. It wasn't my color. And it reminded me of clowns.
Well, that could be useful.
It was that itsy-bitsy tequila worm. I really must remember to take it out of my pants before I send them to the laundry. It was the poisoned dart which had stunned Nico. I'd never known anything keep her quiet so effectively.
Right. Yeah, Nico changed. Her clothing, her hairstyle, I kind of liked her better in the first game.
I wasn't going to touch the box after that spider had been inside it.
Why? Could be something useful in there. Let's see, the hands... Oh, okay, siphon. What are you doing?
There was no pressure in the siphon. I guess it was out of gas.
So, pick it up anyway. Fire. Cabinet.
The cabinet was locked.
The fire's not doing very much, is it?
The key was way too large to fit into that tiny keyhole.
Okay, fine. So, Really? Really, that
As I
works?
released the lock, something blew the doors open.
That works? And something exploded? Are you kidding?
That cylinder was hot. I couldn't pick it up with my bare hands. The panties I'd found in Nico's bag were just what I needed to wrap around the hot cylinder.
What was that?
It was a small metal cylinder with a valve at one end.
And it exploded. I don't even know what this stuff is, I'm just using stuff on other stuff. Okay, so it's like a
The
gas
cylinder
thing.
gave out a faint hiss as the valve opened. Huh? Now I had one primed up and ready to use extinguisher.
That's an extinguisher? I don't understand what's going on, I'm just doing stuff.
With a well-aimed squirt of his soda fountain, our unshakable hero saved the day. Now it was time to start looking for Nico.
Okay, you know that there's more than one way to put out a fire. You can like, I don't know, rip off the curtains here and beat the fire out or something. I don't know, that was a bit strange, just randomly doing stuff. What else do I have to do here? I guess nothing. Like he randomly picks up things and not other things. I guess that's how adventure games
The
are.
rope was shredded and no possible use to me.
Or I should say this is how mediocre adventure games are. Like, stuff
The
don't...
cabinet was already open.
Things don't necessarily make sense.
I wasn't going to burn myself on that red-hot doorknob, and it wasn't the time for subtlety.
Right. Or like they make sense in one way, but you can imagine that other things will also make sense, but they don't do it. And I guess that's how adventure games are. Let's see, news cutting?
I'd found a piece of newspaper folded in two.
Good job.
It referred to a forthcoming eclipse of the sun. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be visible from Europe. The best place to view the eclipse would be Mexico.
So let me guess, they're gonna sacrifice Nico at the eclipse, and then we're gonna go and save her or something stupid like that. Let's call someone.
Much as I disliked him, Labano might be my only hope of finding Nico.
Lovino's a good guy. Sup, bro? Sup?
Hi, Andre.
Who is this?
It's George Stobart, Nico's boyfriend.
Don't you mean ex-boyfriend?
Look, I didn't call you just to pick a fight. I need to talk to you about Nico.
Can't you accept she's just not interested in you?
Listen, Andre, we need to talk. Nico's life depends on it.
Okay. You remember the cafe at Montfaucon?
Sure. Andre?
Wait,
You
what?
better show, you creep.
I felt an irrational urge to wipe my ear.
Okay. There's a door here and a door here. What's this door? Okay, nothing.
It was locked.
And there's nothing else to click on.
The house key didn't fit this lock.
Okay, fail. Like, they give you a door to click on, but you can't open it.
The door was locked. I didn't fancy my chances of kicking this door down.